Hey there, welcome to the English Pod community. Today, we're diving into a really exciting topic. You'll want to stick around for this one. Have you ever found yourself struggling to understand what people are saying in English? Or maybe you've tried to boost your English skills but just aren't seeing the results? Well, what if I told you that in just 30 days, you could make massive strides in your listening skills? Yes, truly. Today we're going to talk about how I improved my English listening in 30 days. And, more importantly, how you can do it too, just by listening to real-life stories. You won't just improve your listening. Oh no, you'll improve your writing as well. When you listen closely, you pick up on sentence structures, vocabulary, and how ideas flow.
Wow, that sounds like a big promise. But, what if you don't actually, improve? I mean, can it really happen that fast? This is making my head spin a bit.
Let me share a quick story with you. A few years back, I took a trip to Spain. Such an adventure! I was super eager to practice my Spanish, but let me tell you, what happened was totally unexpected. I met this guy named Daniel at a cafe, right? And when we started chatting, at first I couldn't even understand half of what he was saying because he spoke so quickly and had a completely different accent. But instead of throwing in the towel, I decided to keep listening carefully. Every time I didn't understand, I asked him to slow down or explain it in a different way. And slowly but surely, I began to catch on.
Did he get annoyed with you for asking him to slow down? I can totally imagine him saying, "Come on, man," or something like that.
Laughs. Oh, not at all. He was really friendly. One day during our conversation, he told me about his experience learning English and how listening to real conversations made a huge difference for him. It was a light bulb moment for me. That's exactly what I was missing. Just like him, I decided to focus on listening to everyday conversations instead of just cramming grammar and vocabulary. Over the next few weeks, my listening improved dramatically.
Wow, that's a pretty incredible shift. So, did anything else change while you were learning? Or was it just all about the listening skills?
Great question. This experience made me realize that improving listening skills isn't about listening to those boring language tapes or repeating phrases in isolation. It's much deeper than that. It's about engaging with real people, hearing their stories, and practicing active listening. It's the same for your English journey. So why don't we make today's episode your first step toward improving your English listening in just 30 days?
Yes, I'm all in. But, what's the very first step? Can you walk me through it? My brain is ready.
Absolutely, I'd love to. Imagine this. Picture yourself at a cafe, just like I was in Spain. You hear chatter all around you. It sounds like a blur, right? You catch a few words here and there, but the sentences fly by too fast to grasp. Ever felt that way?
Yes. I feel that way every day at my local coffee shop. It's like I'm stuck in a sci-fi movie where everyone's speaking in a language I don't understand.
Laughs. Exactly. When I first arrived in Spain, I was bubbly with excitement but also anxious. I had been studying Spanish for months. Yet when I tried to listen to real people, it felt impossible. I remember on my first day, I ordered coffee, and when the waiter asked me something, I froze. I was like a deer in headlights. Was he asking for sugar? Or if I wanted milk? Oh man, total panic.
Oh man, I can totally relate. I'd probably just nod and hope they would, not ask me anything else ever again. So what did you do next?
Right? But that moment made me realize something significant. I was only studying words and grammar. I needed to actually train my ears to understand natural speech, just like a kid learns their first language, by listening before they start speaking. So here's what I did. I crafted a plan for the next 30 days, focused solely on improving listening.
You did? That's awesome! How in the world do you keep yourself motivated through all that? Laughs. I feel like I would get sidetracked watching cat videos.
Well, I promised myself not to give up, even when confusion hit like a ton of bricks. And guess what? I was so glad I did. On the second day of my trip, I met Daniel. Our conversation began, and at first, I struggled to keep up. His accent was different, and his words blended together. But instead of panicking, I committed to really listening. I paid attention to his rhythm, how he connected words, and the phrases he used.
That sounds super intense. Did you ever just, repeat what he said out loud? Was that awkward? I feel like I'd be a total goof in that situation.
Laughs. Yes! I even repeated some of his words in my head to get used to how they sounded. And after a few minutes, it happened. Something amazing. My brain started recognizing patterns. I wasn't grasping every single word, but I was getting the gist of what he was saying. Instead of freaking out when I didn't understand, I asked him to clarify or repeat things.
I can just picture it. Like suddenly a light clicks on and you're like, yes, I'm in the loop, laughs.
Exactly. That confidence when I made my first step into understanding him was key. That night, I jotted down new words and phrases I heard during our chat, but instead of just memorizing, I sought out real-life examples. I listened to short audio clips of native speakers and attempted to guess the meaning before confirming it with translations. And, oh man, I also practiced speaking those sentences out loud.
Like an English ninja. So, did this actually help? I mean, did it, really make a difference in the end?
You bet! By the end of the first week, I could understand so much more without needing to translate everything in my head. One of my biggest breakthroughs was on day 15. I went back to the same cafe where I had struggled on that first day. When the waiter spoke to me this time, I understood right away. He asked if I wanted my coffee with sugar or without, and I answered without hesitation. It felt liberating.
Oh wow, that must have felt amazing. Like flying on a cloud of coffee and confidence?
It truly was. This journey taught me essential lessons. Listening every day is the key, even if understanding starts small. And real conversations, they outperform books and apps any day. But above all, remember patience. It's a journey.
Ooh, that's super encouraging. You make it sound not just doable, but fun too. Like a game.
Yes! I want you all to commit to listening to English every day for 30 days, focusing on real conversations. That could mean podcasts, interviews, or even just chatting with a neighbor. And don't fret if you don't catch every word. Just stay consistent.
Got it. So it's like building up the muscles in your brain, right? You keep lifting heavier and heavier until one day, you're just strong, laughs.
Precisely. It's all about growth and connections. You'll notice patterns in the language as your vocabulary expands and confidence climbs. Most importantly, you'll start feeling more connected to both the language and the world around you. That's when learning becomes a thrilling and rewarding adventure.
Wow, this is so motivating. Thanks for sharing all of this with me. I'm excited to start.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining in, and I hope you found these insights helpful. Be sure to check out our future episodes for more real-life stories and tips on enhancing your English listening and speaking skills.
Yes, I can't wait. I'll definitely tune in next time for more epic learning adventures.